we have an update on the canceled Zenimax Online project. Or potentially just some straight up cap and cope. This comes from Jason Schreier, who, I like to remind you, was part of Game Journals Pro, the mailing list that helped coordinate journalism and game publishers to push Marxism, aka wokeness, in the gaming industry. Not the most reliable source. And he corroborates Sneaker Show's comments that this game was really good. I don't know nothing really about Sneaker Show, so I have no shade to throw his way or praise. He's just an unknown to me. Like, maybe I've heard of him before. I don't remember him. So Jason says, I'll have more on the story later today, but I can corroborate Sneaker Show's comments about the ZeniMax game. And what Sneaker Show said was that the game was fucking incredible. The game had the best reactions from folks who played it as a playtest for a multiplayer-focused title that I'd heard from in years. I'm not really that impressive. It takes an absolute truckload to have folks heap praise on a multiplayer playtest in modern times. This game would have been spectacular. Actually, no, it doesn't. Like, just have your game be good, fun, and a tiny bit innovative to convince people to come off of the game they're already blocked into. Apparently, people did not want to listen to economists. Typically, in these situations where publicly known games get canceled, there's this sense of the fan base, the thing we didn't get might have been so incredible. I mean, can you really have a fan base before you have a product out? I mean, I guess. I guess there's always going to be that small click that said, oh, this game could have been really good. I know there's a couple games that never came out. I think would have been great. I don't know. I don't think it's that big, though. And finger pointing amongst execs who just didn't get it. FOMO and all that. Well, this is one of the canceled games that by literally every count sounded like it would have been a slam dunk in literally every sense. Felt like I should make an edit to clarify a little further. And then Jason later said, I think the general public might have said, not another looter shooter. And I'm sure most of you hearing that were like, oh yeah, I don't care no more. But we're not just talking about QA testers here. We're talking about Microsoft execs being blown away by. And this is a project, and this isn't a project like Perfect Dark or Overwild, where it was in development hell. I'll have more to say later today. Okay. First of all, these are the same executives who push ESG and DEI in the company. These are the same executives that mismanage the studios to the point where they need us to pay them $80 per game in order for them to be attempting profit. Not guaranteed profit, attempting it. Because their budgets are so bloated, their bloat is so bloated that they cannot be profitable anymore. These are the same executives who now need to outsource so much of development that the cost overrun makes AAA not feasible. Their opinion isn't worth anything. It is by pure amazement of corruption and nepotism of the managerial class that these people still have jobs. Because I guarantee you, anyone listening to this, if you screwed up as bad as these people, you would be fired. But they get to keep their job. So when you say, oh, the executives really like it, look, the executives don't know what the fuck they're doing. At all. I don't give a crap what the hell they think. They thought ESG and DI was a great idea. They thought the modern audience was a thing, or at least were smart enough to lie to trick investors, which means they're fraudsters. And I especially don't want to care about what a fraudster has to say. So, oh, the executives were wowed by it. Like, yeah. And these people are just people who honestly shouldn't have a job. And playtesters being wowed by it. Yeah, I mean, if you're still sticking around playtesting a game, shouldn't you be enjoying it? Like, that's like, how many games have come out where the playtesters have actually liked the game? And it was dog shit. How often has this happened? Meaninglessness. And in related news, Zenimax Online Studios president Matt Firer is leaving the company, and he announced that, let's see, the new studio head will be Joe Burba, And The Elder Scrolls Online will be in good hands because executive producer Susan Caff and game director Rich Lambert will continue to work on this. In my opinion, this kind of does look like a leave on your own terms termination. He was the head, and Big Daddy Microsoft stepped in and shuttered a game that was in development for years. This is a game that they got rid of Roundhouse Games' upper management, merged them into Zenimax Online, and have them work on it. I'm sorry to say, it probably wasn't that spectacular. I personally would have liked to seen this game, make my own judgment on that. But sadly, these executives who loved it so much didn't think it was appropriate to ever put out a trailer for it or to release a preview for it. This game was so good, but it wasn't good enough for a preview or a trailer. Not even a name card. But hey, maybe I'm just wrong and it was a great game. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.